Hey everybody, Chris the Cop. Welcome back. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have your cup of coffee as we are doing our live stream of Coffee with the Cop. I'm a little tired, a little punchy right now, so we will see what questions come up this morning for the next hour. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to this channel, I'm a real police officer playing video games, talking everything nerd, and every other week we do a Coffee with the Cop where I answer some of your apolitical questions and have some fun. Talk about whatever you want to talk about this morning. I literally just got up. I am flipping tired because I was up all night and this morning had about maybe 3 hours of sleep. So we are going to have to take an intermission so I can grab a second cup of coffee because I'm definitely not going to I'm definitely going to finish this one before 30 minutes is up. All right, what do we got here? Let's see who's coming on in. We got Heavenly, Kareem, Alfredo, George, Nico, Anika, Slides, Anash, Samuel, JC, Reverse, I hope you're enjoying those prizes. George, wow. I always crack up when I get people who are in way other time zones, and it's just like it's already nighttime where we're just starting our day. Let me see. Nope. And JC's drinking some coffee, and we got Fox and Zach. It's 1:30 a.m. Zach, where are you at? Tony destroys. Yes, Anthony, I can. So, Anthony, thank you for joining us. Definitely can do a shout out. See, so George threw our first question. What do you think about the PS5? Well, I was excited for it until I could not get one. I'm like really, really disappointed. And I was like taking a look at the games, and but here's the one thing what I wasn't excited about was the lack of backward compatibility. And there's a lot of PS4 games that I want to play for this channel, Final Fantasy VII being one of them. So I'm kind of okay with it now. I'm going to go out, and I don't own a PS4. My daughter does. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a PS4 so I can play Final Fantasy VII. That's one game I've been like totally looking forward to. All right. Let me see. Michael says, caught up with the LA Noir videos. Cool. We got a live stream coming this week. Spectra Line. Cool. Thanks for joining us. Tony, I already shouted you out. Tony destroys. Don't tell me it's that delayed. Let's see. Heavenly's having lunch. It's 1:00 p.m. It's 12:30 p.m. It's cool. p.m. JC, I'm in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas October 25th for a couple of days, just for a little R&R. Yeah, so let's see. Reverse is talking about that there's no games. That's a problem with new systems, is that there's usually only like 1 to 3 games. It's always been that way with every release. I remember every release from the original Nintendo to the Sega Master System. Very little games are usually available in the first 6 months. So, yeah. Let's see here. I got kind of like two. So Blue Turtle, Blue. Okay, that's cool. At least thanks for joining us. Let's see here. Someone threw out Xbox or PS and why. Actually, I want both. I normally have both systems. I will always have a PlayStation, the newest PlayStation, and the newest Xbox. Always. This was the first time I didn't. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of got out of streaming or not out of streaming. I kind of got out of playing video games or console games for years. I watched my daughter play them. But I got into MMOs, and I've been playing MMOs since Star Wars Galaxies came out, and then World of Warcraft, and now Final Fantasy 14. And I if I had any spare time, it was all MMO. It wasn't until Gameology had me look at these games, and then you guys asked me to start playing these games, that I got back into console gaming. So I'm going to get back into how I used to console game, and that is having all the systems and then playing the games I want to play. So I have both have their pros and cons, and that's why I buy both, because I want both, and that way what one lacks the other one has, and vice versa. Let's see here. I want to catch up. Do you have any interesting police stories? Of course I do. We had a murder last night. And 2 stabbings. A bus into 3 vehicles. And that was just last night. Samuel, are you excited for Cyberpunk 2077? I've seen a couple of the pictures. I haven't watched any of the gameplay, but I like the storyline, so yes, I am. Heavenly Chocolate, what's your fave food? Tacos, which I'm going to have today. I'm making street tacos today at home for dinner. I have been craving street tacos, so it's either street tacos or taquitos, chicken taquitos. Those are my favorite. Going out, sushi is also one of my favorites. Yeah, see, JC talks about she has PS3, PS4, Xbox 360. Yeah, I'm the same. I have all of them, except PlayStation 4, which hopefully I'll get this week. Kaylee, cool. It's always great to see you here. Hey, Shuriken, how's it going? No, it shouldn't have ended. Just refresh the page. What's your opinion on pizza? Pizza is awesome. I love pizza. At least have one pizza. At least have pizza once a week. Yeah, actually I do. I'm not really really think about it. I do. Slides, you know who I am. Slides. Okay, Slides. You know who I am. So I'm going to ask you this question. Were you the one who installed what? An answer. Okay, so I know it's you. Blue Turtle. There we go. Oops. Okay, Blue Turtle. See you, Blue. Let me see. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I got to just scroll slowly. All right, Emily. Sorry, man. Thanks for joining, though. Which do I prefer more? Ooh, which game system do I prefer more? I'm gonna go with Xbox. I like the games on Xbox. If Xbox had the Final Fantasy series, I would choose Xbox. Xbox would be 100% if they had the Final Fantasy series. Since Final Fantasy was typically exclusive on PlayStation, was one of the reasons why I got PlayStation. So, but I'm gonna go with Xbox as my preferred system. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Look at Mark's using his emojis, his badge membership. That is so cool that you're able to do that. I'm so excited to see that. Hey, just so you know, Mark, and other people who are thinking about memberships, I'm making our badges and emojis into t-shirts. So you'll be able to sport your emojis and badges. Working on that right now. So we're gonna have a couple things with logos, but we're gonna do more specific SWAT pictures for merch. So you guys will have an opportunity to pick up merch with SWAT stuff on it, like real SWAT stuff and cartoon SWAT stuff. So that's my goal. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? You guys excited about that? So Anash has one question about policing. Pause, thanks. Pause, did you buy your merch yet? Okay. Yeah, Mark, yeah, busted the 3 vehicles. It was a busy night. Okay, Demon, have you heard about Ready or Not? The game. Says the game, not the movie. Yes, I have heard about Ready or Not. I've actually reached out to the devs and asked them if I could get permission to use their trailer and their gameplay for a video of me talking about Ready or Not. They haven't responded, but then I'm hearing stories now that they are having problems in the studios, hence the delay after delay after delay. So I'm excited for it if it comes out, because to me it's the new SWAT game. Because the TOC commander, the commander's voice is, did they hire the same actor? It seems like it. So yes, I think it's going to be awesome. Hard shout. Mark, hard shout. Always hard shout. Hey, Lee Everett. Pause. Cyberpunk 27 used to be, yes, it used to be a tabletop game many, many, many years ago, along with Gamma World. I'm going to age myself. Gamma World was probably one of my favorite games to play. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause real quick, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something. Be right back. So I got something to share with you. So I'm going to go to quick intermission. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna talked about Cyberpunk. Okay, so here's what's cool. Oh yeah, cool. I had to run real quick. I play tabletop games all the time, so I want to show you guys something. I bought all of these when I was 13 to 15 years old. These are the originals when I was 13 to 15. So World of Greyhawk, D&D expansion, Dungeons and Dragons, still in the box. That's how it looks, ladies and gentlemen. My original Dungeons and Dragons basic rule book, 1983, still in the box. Followed by, of course you had to have it, was the Experts Edition, which added right. Then, set number 3. And then I was talking about one of my favorite games was Gamma World. Dystopia America, and there's such an awesome timeline of how the world went to crap. Still in the box. Of course, we know the rules have changed. La 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 la. All right, so let's see where we're at with the questions here, because I know I'm way behind now. I'm gonna get, yes, Lee. I'm going to. Okay, let me see here. Tacos, yes. Soft shell. Okay. Ever since Alfredo says, ever since COVID hit here, there's been a rise in violent crimes in the city. I've noticed more police around my head. Yes, violent crimes are up everywhere. Everywhere, definitely. Lee, am I getting a PS5? Eventually, when it does come out, yes, I will. See, just a phone. I already asked you this, but what is a disgusting thing you experienced on the job? Okay, here it is, guys. This most disgusting thing ever experienced on the job. You guys ready? Paramedic. Get a call of a person who is not feeling well. Ends up being a transient. This is a quick version of the story. Walk up. They're kind of like, ooh. I tell them to sit down. And the transient says, hey, I don't feel well, and I hit my head a while back, and I think I have, an infection. So I'm like, okay, and you could smell it. It smells awful. I put my gloves on, and I go to touch the bump on the back of the head, and as I touch it, the wound splits open, and maggots come pouring out, live maggots. It was like, so took him to the hospital. I don't know what ever happened, but yeah, that was awful. Okay, let's see. Tony Destroys, what's your favorite game? MMO, Final Fantasy 14. Console, I'm going to revert back to the old days, Sega Genesis, Ghouls and Ghosts. M7 Productions, no way. M7, you're here? M7, so we were going to be playing, I'm going to be playing 0 Hour M7, so freaking awesome that you're here. That's cool. Hey, everybody. M7 Productions has provided us 10 CD keys for me to give away so we could play 0 Hour, which is a SWAT tactical game. So that is coming. Kind of blew it right now by telling everybody that this has been going on behind the scenes. But yes, so this is going on on the scenes between myself and M7. So everyone, shout out to M7 for finding me, providing us those CD keys. So 9 of us, 10 altogether, can play and upload some footage and give them some critiques. So that's kind of cool for us. George, thank you for viewing from Europe. Appreciate that. Blue, there's cop car. I mean, it's like I said, there's patrols going on everywhere right now. It's unfortunate. Tony Destroys. Yes, I played Call of Duty. Love it. DeWinzy. Hey, hello. Grotesque Chaos. So what's up? Nice badge art there. Let me see. Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yes, I do want to play a little Assassin's Creed. I like it. My son played it before. Second Done 1000. What's up? Let me see. Anish, can you describe your experience with your SWAT team? SWAT. Oh, man. Being on SWAT is awesome. I'm going to miss it the day I have to leave. It's just, guys, here it is. Just being a police officer is flipping awesome. Now, when you get to be on SWAT, it's just like that much more elevated. I mean, it is freaking awesome. You're talking about, think about this. Everything you see on TV or in a movie regarding tactical teams or being a cop, I get to do. I was doing last night. I mean, driving Code 3, Lights and Siren, chasing bad guys, all of that I get to do. So it's just like, right? I mean, how can you not be excited about that? So it is awesome. I don't know about that, pause. I mean, 2 miles over the speed limit. I normally don't write anyone unless they're 15 miles over the speed limit. So it sounds like you got a couple jerks. Just saying. Coffee with... I didn't get my mug yet. I ordered my new mug with my emblem or my artwork on it, but it hasn't come yet. So I was hoping it would be here before our next Coffee with the Cop. Yeah, that sounds like you got some real sticklers in that city. We're not big ticket riders in my city. We're not. Nope. In some YouTube video, I do a lot of work for Gameology Studios. They are a gaming channel platform on YouTube, so I do a lot of work for them, and hence the reason they're actually the main reason I got started. I owe my origins, my success to Gameology and their subs. Let me see, Alfred. Oh, once we had a hanging mannequin as a Halloween decoration, the police guy called. Yes, I've gotten those calls for people like those are just so violent. Can they take them down? It's like it's Halloween. Relax. Ash, go get the microwave. Warm that coffee up. No, I've never played Call. Let me see. So Tony Destroys. Ever played Call of Duty Mobile? I have not. Blue, come on. I'll see it when I believe it. I'm going to want you to upload a photo and show me. Kashivi? Do I think LA Noire 2 will be a reality? Never. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Just by everything that I've read. Which is unfortunate because they could just really do... There's so many serial murders out there that they could just... And so many cases that... There's just so much. There's just so much content out there that they could have another awesome game like LA Noire. LA Noire, 5 stars. I buy Power PC. Remember slides. Okay. Slides. Is that your? Okay, slides. Is that your tag? If Slides is who I think he is, Slides my nephew. And he started following me and we didn't realize he was following me. So I think Slides is my nephew. Because my nephew is following me. I just don't know what his gamer tag is. So it might be him. I just told his mom today, my sister, or yesterday, last night, to buy him a new computer from I Buy Power PC. So, that's right. Paz is printing his own stickers. Paz is going to bootleg my stuff. Thanks, Paz. Let's see. I have not played. Winsy asked, "Do I play Door Kickers?" Not yet. It's on my list of games to look at because it was thrown in the suggestion channel. So we definitely will be looking at that. Let me see now. Mark says, if you could turn this world into a video game where everything and everyone has to follow the rules of that game, what game would that be? Oh, man. I don't know what game. I tell you what, gaming. I like player ready or player one ready. Player one, blah blah blah. That would be a cool thing. Maybe Gamma World. Yeah, we'll go with Gamma World. It's one of my favorite games. Too bad it doesn't. They didn't. They discontinued it. So the only rules you have are the original rules. Hey Donnie. I agree with you, Kashish. Shuriken. Oh, okay, Shuriken. He's talking about that Big Fry TV has some news on it, so I'll have to take a look myself. Oh man, I'm just catching up to you guys. Yeesh. Okay, because I just read Mark saying intermission, so wow. Oh my gosh, we're okay, cool. All right, going here. Yes, Paz, your cyberpunk comment made me take an intermission. uh, so alright, I got my hot cocoa. Good for you. Wahinda, same. Shuriken. He comes back with a stack of them. So Tyler, what do you mean it won't be cliche? Tell me, I'm missing. I must have missed a little comment there. So tell me what you mean. Chris, are you more of a Warhammer 40k or fantasy battles? 40k, definitely 40k. I'm big fan of 40k. I don't think I have any of my 40k stuff here. I think it's in the other room because I'm doing some painting right now. Okay, now I'm just catching up to you guys, seeing my books. Mark, what do you mean tabletops? Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, actually, I would be. I definitely would be. That would be really cool. Yeah, no, that, Mark, you and I are going to talk later about that. We will, I think you're on Discord, Mark. Let's talk about that later because that is something that I really, really want to do. So let's talk about that. Maybe we could set something up. I like that. I like that idea. See what comes out of it? I have Dragonlance. Oh, so let me see. Pause. Do you like Dragonlance? I do. As a matter of fact, I have some of the modules for Dragonlance. But I don't think I ever got the box edition. I don't. No, I didn't. I never got the box edition. And now I'm gonna start coughing. Oh my gosh. What type of dungeon master are you? What do you mean, Shuriken? I used to be a dungeon master when I was in high school. It was kind of like the last time. Then I just started playing a character. I wanted to go back and be a character. So what do you mean? I'm curious as to what you mean. I do agree with you, Paz. Michael, I've never played Delta Green. George, your favorite Fallout? Number 2. Definitely number 2. Let me see. Kareem asked, well, do you play through a Valve game such as Portal and Half-Life? We can definitely do that. I have them, I think. I do. I think I have them, as a matter of fact. Vix, hello. Let's see. Let me see. Lee says, why don't you become a cop? All right, funny story, Lee. I'll just give you the quick version. Man, we're already 24 minutes in, and I'm still trying to catch up. Okay, why did I want to become a cop? I didn't want to become a cop. I was a paramedic. I loved being a paramedic. I thought I would be a paramedic for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, working for a private ambulance company just didn't pay the bills. And I needed to do something where being a paramedic for a private ambulance company is not a career in California. And I'm kind of a small person when it comes to size, 5'5". And trying to get onto the fire department was really, really difficult at that time because each fire department had its own physical agility test. Today it's standardized in California, which I passed that several times, called the CPAT. Well, finally a friend of mine said, "Hey, Chris, you know what? You like helping people. Why don't you just try to become a police officer?" And I'm like, I don't know. No, it's not what I want to do. I just filled out the application and got hired. That was really it, and my career started. And looking back, was probably one of the best decisions I ever made for myself. So that's really the short end of it. It wasn't like I planned to be a police officer when I was a kid. I was a police explorer, but I fell in love with paramedicine. So, okay. Thanks, Bat Boy. Really appreciate that. Says he's a big fan of the channel. Most funny thing that ever happened to you, from Donnie. Most funny thing that ever happened to you. Let me get back to you on that one. I'm going to write that one down. So don't go anywhere. We'll end with that story. Okay, we'll end with that story. M7 left. Ah. Anish, goodbye. Sorry about that. Nate's late. Anju joined us. Thank you. I think we already answered that, Kareem. I said we'll take a look at Portal and Valve. We'll take a look at the Valve games, definitely. What makes a shift better for police? Like, how can someone make an officer's day just a little bit better? Tyler, good question, Tyler. So Tyler put down, what makes a shift better for police? Like how can someone make an officer's day just a little bit better? Just by being nice. Just by saying hello. How you doing, sir? Hope everything is well. Be safe. Just treating us like a person makes us feel really, really good. You know what's even more awesome? Is when I'm in the line for a coffee or at McDonald's and I pull up and the cashier says, the person in front of you bought your meal. The person in front of you bought your coffee, and you're like, what? And the sad part is you want to know who they are so you can thank them, and they're already gone. And it's just like that all day long. You talk about that. Every time you run into someone, another officer, you talk about that. You go home and you talk about that. That's how big that is. A $2 cup of coffee just totally makes our day. So it's things like that, just like where people just or just come up to you and say, I really appreciate you, officer. It's like yes. So yeah. What's your favorite Call of Duty? Modern Warfare. I liked when I died from the helicopter when the nuclear bomb exploded, and you're like, woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's see here. I know. Let's see. All right. Oh. Superhero D plus sub to me. Ninja Flash is Mr. Flash. Okay. Tony, we'll take a look into that. I have to first download it and see what it's all about and practice, since you obviously are playing. Heavenly, do barbecue? Yes, I do. Ribs are awesome. Okay. Cool, Demon. Thanks, man. Good gameology. Love them. Calculus plus coffee. Good job, Kashif. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's Superhero D doing? Oh, because he's spammy. That's why. He's spammy. That's why. Hey, don't worry about it, Tony. Ask away, man. It's Coffee with the Cop. That's what we're here for. Zach, have you seen The Boys TV show? Yes, I only have seen season 1. Kind of dark, right? That's not what I expected, especially episode 1 was like, okay, this is different. So I do like the spin on it. It's kind of like an Alex Ross characters meet DC So it's kind of like I love it because the characters remind me of the way Alex Ross paints his superheroes. So it's like that, it has that gritty realism look to it. So I like that you guys are giving Paz a hard time. Uh, yeah, that's right. Let's report Paz to the FBI. All right, Paz, take it easy. Were you gonna go to work and make photocopies of my logo? Oh yeah, that would be very apocalyptic there, Mark. Yes, it would be. I think I'm getting catching up now, getting close. Uh, I like Chris the Cop better. Has more of a flow there, Fox. Do you like your job from XEAX model? I love my job. I love it. I'm going to be very sad when I retire in 6 years because that's when I have to retire. I have 6 more years of being a police officer. At that point in time, I'm going to be like, so yes, yes, I love my job. Alfredo, I agree with you. Paramedics they're so busy and they're so underappreciated. I agree with you. Chris, the medic cop. We're not could have done that too, right? I like that, Tyler. Chris, cop medic. You are a little late. I prefer decaf. Ooh, no, no decaf. What's the reason for it? No, we're still drinking coffee. We're hitting half hour. We're gonna get a second cup. Mark, so good question, Mark. Mark asked a question. Have you ever had any moments in your career that made you go, "Yep, this is why I became an officer. This is why I wanted to be fully a good guy." Those moments, and this is why I am who I am. So, different games. You guys ask me questions about why, like in World of Warcraft, I play a Pally. Final Fantasy, I play a Pally. Dungeons and Dragons, I play a Pally. The movies that I really like are heroes who are just normal people, generally have some type of law enforcement military background. I think that's just who I am and what I've been around my whole entire life, what I've gravitated to. So being a paramedic was just like, to me, just a no-brainer. And then being a cop, I fell into it. But yes, there are those things where you just sit back and say, yep, that's why I'm here. I could not see myself doing anything else. And it doesn't happen every day, but at least happens a few times a week where you think to yourself, yep, I'm right where I should be. So that was a good question, Mark. Fredo, that is sad. Okay, your PTSD. I have PTSD, so I know what that is. Medium rare, Mark. Let me see. So XE asked, please answer Mark's question. So I think I did. Yeah. You know what's interesting, going back to Mark's question, not because I don't want to minimize it, is um, there are times. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what a lot of people. I'm gonna get a little real here. Um, there are times where you get to help someone and they're so appreciative of it. They thank you over and over again, and you know that you changed their life for the better. You know you did something that they will remember for the rest of their life. And sometimes, even like when I'm by myself driving home or sitting by myself at home, I will think of those stories. And while they're good stories, they also make me very sad because I think to myself how horrible the world really is sometimes. And though we try to bring good, it seems like we always see the bad. Remember, the average police officer sees 3 times the pain and suffering that most people see in their lifetime. So that is those things that you just, like I said, when it's quiet time, those are the things that come back to you and you start thinking about. But, so, okay. Dockside ordered chicken Alfredo. Hey, okay, you guys, real quick. So take a moment, take a breath. We're going to take an intermission, and I'm going to get another cup of coffee for the next 30 minutes. Okay, so let me catch up. Hold those thoughts. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Went to go get another cup of coffee. So let's catch up here. Donnie asked, your favorite superhero and villain. Favorite superhero is Batman. Well, Batman slash Green Lantern. It all depends on what's going on. I like Green Lantern because he's the cosmic cop. Villain, the Joker, just because the real character of the Joker is just so maniacal and so twisted, especially when he killed Robin. So, Joker. Say that is funny. Fuck, to me it's 11 a.m. I'm gonna catch up. Woo! Oh my gosh, I went too far ahead. Okay. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, budge. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. No, I don't think federal prisons are nice, but let's not find out. I gotta see season 2. Now to find out. Okay, so yes, Zach, I will definitely try to catch up. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Let's see here. Little did he know the fact that he was in 3 more walls of text. Yes. Brazil, thank you. Vinicius Galinski, thank you. DMidi89, thank you. Appreciate that. Be a full-time gamer. Yes, I do agree with you, Deuce or Ducks. Oops. Okay, let's see, Zach. I like how they subvert the superhero gene and give us an idea what happens when people are given superpowers. Doesn't make them romantically do good. People have flaws, and that would amplify that. Yes, exactly. That's what I like about it. Okay, I have. Okay. Any advice in the police academy? I hope you attend it during college. Yes, you should be able to do 10 push-ups or 10 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and be able to run a mile and a half in 14 minutes. That's what you should be doing right now. How do I cook my barbecue? You do medium rare as well, Mark. What cut do I prefer? Oh, what do you mean by cut? I don't know. I don't know cuts. I'm not a real big cut fan. This is like whatever steak is there. That's good. I'll have to take a look at that one. Have you watched Dread? Pretty badass and underrated movie. Yes, Jilly. Actually, it's one of my top 10 movies. I put it on for the contest for the 8,000K. I love Dread. I love that one. I love the fact that he kept his helmet on the whole entire time. Okay, so Mark agrees. Yep, not too chewy, not too burnt. Agreed. That's all right, Kashif. I'm living with it. I'm dealing with it. It's good. This helps. Chilling with you guys. George, nothing to be embarrassed about. 22 veterans of the United States kill themselves every day. 22. So nothing to be ashamed of. Heavenly, I do not like spiders. Okay, Mark Batu. Okay, we're good. I am going to catch up if you're still listening to this. All right. Fox, thanks, Fox. Keep adding those questions. Mark, do I get to pet dogs frequently? Yes, I'll actually upload a picture of me hanging out with the police dog. I rode along with the canine handler, and it was quite awesome. It was a canine handler, me, and his doggy. Yes, they are tough dogs. So, cool. Okay, keep talk. Okay. Okay, trying to catch up. Yeah, you know what? They're good dogs. Canines, Mark made a good point. They're good dogs. They're well trained. I mean, they're trained to the hilt. So, yes, they are good dogs, and they only become vicious when ordered to do so. As far as I know. Okay, Tyler, you know you really have to hand it to SWAT. SWAT operates in an environment that's one of the most dangerous, even from a combat perspective. Think about it. They have to go into a situation. Very true. We go into the unknown. Yes, canines have been known to do that, Mark. Rip people's throats out. Have you watched Mindhunter on Netflix? I have, Zach. It's really good. Man, I would love to be on that show. It's freaking awesome. So it's based on some really factual data. So Chris traveled to the future. Ouch. Okay, right. I got like 3 questions lined up already when he gets back. All right, Tyler. When they have to make split-second decisions, they get tossed a frag in a room and be done. Yeah. Will you play SWAT 3 based in LA? Yes, we will. We'll definitely be doing that. Okay. Alfredo. Even with canines, you still got to be careful because they could snap at them on. Probably, they probably could. I mean, I don't profess to know a lot about canines. I never was a canine handler. That was the one position I never did at the police department. Thank you guys. Welcome back. I'm finally thinking, hoping I'm catching up. Let me see, Mark. If you could have the power of any superhero or supervillain, however, someone who is direct counter to you exists somewhere in this world, who would it be? Batman. If you can be Batman, always be Batman. That's what I live by. Leonardo, have I ever met fat cops? Have I ever met a fat cop? I work with fat cops. And I always get on them about that they're going to have a bad career and a bad lifestyle once they retire. Yes, there are stereotypical cops who are just... So Brian says he 100% hates cops, but he thinks I'm the exception. Brian, I hope I pronounce it right. Let me explain something to you. What you see on TV or in the news is not... Well, some of those stories are true, but those are abnormal stories. 90% of the people I work with are just really good people who are just going to go to work and they just want to make the world a better, safer place. Are they cynical? Are they, sometimes, like, oh, driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Yeah, there's sometimes like that, but it's because the people that they deal with, remember, they're dealing with bad people every day, and it makes you jaded. But a lot of them, man, we sit around and we talk movies, video games, the stuff I'm talking to you guys right now, all this nerd stuff, we sit around in the break room talking about this stuff. Hey, did you see that episode of Walking Dead? Did you see this? Oh man, can you believe Star Wars this? They're just really normal people. So give them a chance. Like I said, when you see a cop, go up to them and talk to them. You might find that they're just normal people. We are just normal people. Let's see. Leonardo, if the U.S. gets into a war and get invaded, what's the protocol for the police has to follow? We took an oath to protect the United States of America from domestic and foreign. So we will fight. Just like in Red Dawn. Wolverines! If you haven't seen Red Dawn, the original, 1984, you got to see it with Patrick Swayze. That's exactly what we would do. That's a cool movie. I think I'm going to watch it later. Kashif, you finally finished it? Was that cool or what? What's your next book, Kashif? Tell me what your next... You got to pick another Stephen King book. Okay? I'll share with you the new one I'm reading. But freaking awesome, huh? If you guys haven't read The Shining, you need to read it. It'll scare the crap out of you. Kareem asked, what's my opinion of the Valve games? Love them. Love them, love them. Slides, yes. Slides, did you answer my question? Alexander are trained in Germany. No, they're not trained in Germany. Well, maybe they get imported, but they are trained in... some dogs are trained to only obey commands in German. Others are Czech. So it just all depends. So yes, they do use foreign languages. So suspects cannot give those commands to a dog because they were just responding on the commands. So yes, I don't know if they're... Because I know there's a place that's just about 20 minutes away from my house that actually we get our dogs from. But I think maybe they get imported from Germany. I'll have to ask. Yeah, Firestorm, I'm with you. It is Kashifa, like Kashif. Karshif. Okay. Oh, okay. Kareem, I don't know too much about those. I mean, I know a Portal. I'll take a look at them for you, and I'll let you know what I think. I'll watch some gameplay, let you know what I think. Maybe I'll end up playing one. I'm sorry to hear that, Vine. He says that the police in his country are pretty bad. Well, I have seen that as well, and that's sad. You got your name from Elon Musk, okay, son. Oh my gosh, you guys, wow. Elon Musk is in Kyle, okay. Okay. Well, Mark, thank you for that compliment. I'm going to share that one with my wife. X Zoo Dubs, afternoon, mate. Still day or morning for us, mate. So I'm still having my cup of coffee. Heavenly asked, what's your opinion of people who protest? I got no problem with protesters. It's why the First Amendment's there. It's why this country was founded. It's why this country keeps getting better and better. But we just can't riot. We can't burn down people's property and destroy people's property. That is wrong. People's dreams were lost with the recent protests. Imagine that. You save up all your money. You build a business with your own hands, and some protesters come and burn it down. That's wrong. That's wrong. Who is that helping? So, got no problem with protests. Keep them friendly. Mark, does fire count? Because you could do so much with fire. So, Deneb asked a very good question. Deneb, he or she, Chris, do you have any problem with using military-grade equipment while on patrol or on duty? Here's the thing. None of it's military. None of it. That is the fallacy with the news. The news has made people of the United States believe that we're using military equipment. No, this equipment has been used. This equipment is for civilian law enforcement. The Lenco Bearcat, our armored vehicle, was built for civilian law enforcement. It was built so well that the military purchased some to replace their Humvee, but no, the gear we wear is built for civilian law enforcement because our mission is different. Our AR-15s, M4 rifles are built for civilian law enforcement. They're not the same ones that the military uses. Now, do we have some military-grade weaponry? Maybe, but the flashbangs we use are not the flashbangs that the military use. Ours are like smaller. We don't use frag grenades. We have 40 millimeter grenades. They do not. We have pepper ball. They do not. All of these things have been designed for civilian law enforcement. So that is the problem. But we don't do a good job of educating our communities about that. So very little of our gear is actually military gear. Now it may look like military gear because it's just a design, but the military would never use it because it doesn't meet their specs. That's cool, Wahinda. That's awesome. New Red Dawn sucked, yes, Shariq, and I was like, what was that? Don Vicaline, Dovaclin, hello. Ooh, I went too far ahead. Okay, dude. Do you get good pay? Heavenly, yes, I do. I get paid well. Paid well. Yes, there you go, Alfredo. I just totally messed up that one. Well, I don't know. So, Leonardo, do I have any martial arts on stuff? No, I don't know martial arts, but I've had to fight for my life using everything in my in my toolbox. Brian. Well, it's good, Brian. I'm glad you put that. You know, Mark, that's funny is we do not. Mark asked if we have any type of protocol or policy regarding like something like a zombie apocalypse. We've actually talked about that. It's funny is that we don't have one, but when we sit in briefing and we're all talking, sharing stories, we all talk. What happens if this were to really happen? What would we do? And everyone's like, well, I'd get to the station, I'd get the armored vehicle, I'd load it up with all the bullets and weapons I could, but no, there is not, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Let me see. My little brother, is it Cayenne? Cayenne, Cayen, Cayenne. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I am sorry. but I'd give you a shout out. It's cool that you want to be a police officer. Definitely do it. Hey, I want to let everybody know that my nephew is in chat with us. I'm not going to blow his cover, but he's in chat with us. So my sister's son is with us. He's a pretty cool little dude. I'm just found out recently he was following me, so it was quite funny because then my dad found out I had a YouTube channel. My dad's like, okay. No, I do not play Roblox. I'm looking into it because Kaylee was asking me to look into it, so I may look into it. Yeah, I do know there's I took a look at it. I actually made an account, Chris the Cop 1 in Roblox, so you guys can follow me there. So I'm thinking about playing it. Actually, I have to go get a game card from the supermarket because it won't take my credit card for some reason. I've been having difficulty buying coins. So, what was it? Roba, whatever the dollars are there. So, okay, I will recommend one to you right before we leave Kashif. Okay. Would I work for the CIA if you invited? Nah. Totally different missions. They're protecting the country. I rather protect people. I rather protect people I can see. Maine Gunner. No, I have not. That's a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Maine talked about, I ever thought about doing reaction videos to other SWAT teams. Okay. Let's see. By the way, I'm just here to support you, Chris. I hope that you'll be successful here on YouTube. Stay safe and healthy. Thanks, you, Brian. I really appreciate that. George, if tomorrow starts a war, what would you do? Well, hopefully figure out who the good guys are and who the bad guys are and jump on the good guy side, whoever that may be. So, Mark, I'll take fire. Oh, gosh, it jumped so far ahead. Okay. If I could get on CNN, BBC, what would I clarify? I would just clarify what we do, what our mission is, what we do, what we're trained to do, and why we do certain things. That's what I would do. If I was on a media broadcast and I had an opportunity to really tell people what our job entails, I would tell them, I would show them our equipment. I would say, this is a baton, this is when we use it, this is why we use it, this is pepper spray. And try to explain policy to people. I would try to explain my job in great detail so more and more people can understand it. Because there's so much unknown that's why they draw conclusions from the media when the media tells these very biased stories. Meaning I'm going to do that. I have not played Leonardo. I have not played Far Cry. Okay, so let's see. I got to go, Heavenly. Ooh, India. Wow. That is cool, Dalvikin. Let me see, Mark. That's a really weird question. I have to think about that one. Give me a sec. Twitter does blow things out of proportion, Kashiv. Alien invasion. Mark, alien invasion. Well, Sides blew it himself, so... Oh, that's so sad. Someone wanted to get political on us. So, Leonardo, that comes up funny. Someone just joined us. Thanks, Brian. Woo, everyone give a shout out to Brian. Just became a member. Nice. So we talked about the purge. What would we do? We'd probably take cover in the police station. Probably the safest place for us. Um, Scariest things though. Could you imagine? Can you imagine if there was really a purge? That would be scary. I don't think people would ever say defund the police after that ever again, huh? Firestorm, I have not. Uh, Dust, uh, Dust X Baby says don't play Roblox. Fox says buy Roblox. What are you take on martial art movies? I'm just curious. The raid. Okay, so Mark, the raid redemption is awesome. I am working on doing a experts react to the raid. So stay tuned for that one because that is one of my favorite movies, action movies. That is just flipping awesome. SWAT team gets stuck in an apartment complex. Davakin, how often do you have to go to hostage rescue situations? Not often. They are like rare, very, very rare. Maybe once a year type of situation. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna look into the LSPD FR Jackson. Definitely going to. It comes up so many times on Gameology's channel, on my channel. So I'm definitely gonna be taking a look at it. Uh, okay, so there's some debate about Roblox. Yeah, once again, buying Sino. Thanks, man, for being a member. What can I do against internet trolls? Ignore them like I do, Draken. Just ignore them. You guys have told me to ignore them. I was responding to them, and then you guys said, "Why are you responding to them? Why are you giving them credit? Ignore them." Leonardo, that's probably a fake story about two undercover cops. Because see, here it is that when we're doing narcotics investigations, there's a central database where we will put the address or the case we're working on to ensure that other officers aren't working the same case or people. So it's probably a fake story. Slides, how do you become a member? There's a join button on the YouTube page. You better talk to your mom first because I don't want your mom calling me and yelling at me. Fox, I think he wants to mean. I think he means a member as far as like a YouTube member. So, uh, his mom's gonna kill me. Then he. Okay, cool. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, well, we do. We do. Don't get me wrong. We do look like soldiers, but our equipment is not. Our equipment doesn't meet their specs, so that's okay though. What do you mean robo boxes for babies? I was actually kind of like thinking it's kind of cool. It reminds me of Lego, but okay. Um, what happens when an undercover officer gets arrested? We put him through the system. We have a system that we put him through the system that allows them to keep their cover. So they and then we'll later on come up with some reason why they're getting released. So yes, it does happen. We do actually do fake arrests to keep an undercover officer in their operation. It's Davakin. Cool. It's Dovahkiin, 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 Dovahkiin. That's a dragonborn you're talking to. Nice. I like the. So Mark asked the rifle. By the way, guys, we are in 1 hour and 4 minutes, so we've gone 4 minutes past our time, which you guys are always great at doing. So I have caught up to the chat finally. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut it in 6 more minutes for an even one. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to 1:15. So we still have 11 minutes to go. At 11 minutes, I gotta cut it. Got to do some stuff around the house because I may come back online and ask you guys who wants to play Among Us later on this afternoon. So I definitely got to get some stuff done. So let's see here. So I can watch the raid series on YouTube. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, we talked about that. My favorite rifle to shoot is the MCX 6-hour MCX rifle. How do we win the Batman shirt? Right. It's so old. Here's the thing is, I decided that I was gonna try to wear comic nerd stuff shirts for the rest of my for all my videos now. I just decided that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna wear nerd stuff. I was gonna do the whole cop thing, but now I'm gonna wear nerd stuff. That's me. So, because I'm a nerd. All right. Uh, So Leonardo, just listen to the cops. Everything will go fine. Even if you think you're right, there's a way that you can file a complaint against police officers and all police agencies. So go with the program, and when you're all said and done in your release, drive to the police station and make a complaint. I tell people that all the time. It's okay to make complaints. Sometimes complaints are good for us because we need to it needs to remind people of why we're really out there. Okay, Jackson, thanks for joining us. I'm doing fine. Jalmir? Slides? Maybe we will. Yes, slides if we do. I'll save you a spot. If for some reason you knew that a certain crime was going to happen and you knew all these, what would you do? I would report it or do something about it myself. So definitely, I would report it to the agency that handles that area or do something myself. What was the weirdest mission you ever went to? There's not really no weird missions. The worst mission was a hostage rescue, so that was the worst. What happened if a cop sees a suicide attendant with a pistol? George, we usually back away from suicides, and we'll call in our C&T people, our crisis negotiators, to talk to them. But a lot of times we just try to sit there and talk to them and calm them down. We're really successful. I don't know of any story at my police department where somebody armed with a gun who was attempting to kill themselves actually was successful. We were successful in talking them down. So, Mark, don't ask a question, Mark. I'm going to end with a funny story that was asked of me. So I'm going to end with a funny story. So I just need a few more minutes to tell that story. I'm going to start telling the story when we have 3 minutes left. Yeah, no politics. I don't even know what he's asking. I'll get with Fox later and find out. I'm okay with open carry. I'm okay with law-abiding citizens being able to be armed. Rich Crack-a-Lack Cricks. Carjo. Nothing much. Just about to end. I'm sorry that you just got here. Jama, I'm still serving. I have 20. I'm on year 24 of 30, so I'm still going strong. Hey there, Martin. Okay, so pause. I'm going to tell a story. You guys are going to love this story. Okay, are we ready? So pause. So, hold on, Shuriken. I'm going to... Hold on. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm going to tell my quick funny story that someone asked. And then you guys can end and we'll end the chat. All right. Hold on, Kashif, you're going to want to hear this story. All right. So when I was learning to become a motor officer, riding motorcycles, my sergeant told me that if any time you wake up in the morning and 3 things go wrong, don't come to work because it's a bad recipe for riding a motorcycle. And so with that, I one morning I wake up to go to work, and when I got up in the morning, it's still dark. Well, when I wake up, the sun's out, so I already know I'm late. I look, my alarm didn't go off. Okay, so I go downstairs, and since I ride a motorcycle, we get dressed at work, or we get dressed at home. So I go looking for my uniform, and I can't find it, and then I find out that my wife washed it because it kind of was smelly, and it was still in the washer, so it was damp. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I put on my damp uniform. It's summertime, so I know it's going to dry by the time I get to work. Well, then I go to start my motorcycle, and the battery's dead because I left the radio on. 3 things went wrong. Should have got back into bed. I go to work, and I have a good day. Well, I asked my sergeant, hey, do you mind if I leave a little early to go get my uniforms? My official uniforms are ready at the uniform shop. So he's like, yeah, go ahead and do that. So then I'm on the freeway, and I'm headed to the uniform shop, and I'm starting to transition to get off the exit, and in front of me is the big trucks with the big tanks in the back that go to porta potties and suck all the crap out of the porta potties. Well, all of a sudden I hear this big boom over my radio, and as I look up, I could see that the truck tank has exploded and sewage is pouring out of the back of it, and it's hitting the freeway, and now I'm in the middle of it, and I'm sliding and I'm trying to slow down, get to the emergency lane, and I successfully do so without crashing, and I look down and I'm covered in crap. Literally, and I could smell it. It's all over me, specks all over me, all over my motorcycle, all over my uniform, just brown specks. And we wore the dark blue uniform, so you can see it everywhere. And I'm so pissed off. I'm like, you gotta be flipping kidding me. Well, all I want to do now is just get to the uniform shop and get my uniform, get into uniform, wash my face off. And I was wearing short sleeves at the time, so I just wanted to clean myself. I'm headed toward the uniform shop, and I'm cutting traffic, or not cutting, but splitting lanes. And I not paying attention, and I smash into a car and go end over end and crash. I'm laying there looking up at the sky. Eventually a couple of cops get there from another police agency, and they're like, they could smell me. I smell like crap from the tank. And I remember I get up and I'm okay. They do a police report. My sergeant gets there. My bike's okay. I just was so frustrated. Long story short, the uniform shop was closed, so I literally had to ride home smelling like that. And I rode 45 minutes home with crap on me and jumped in the shower. I remember it took days for me to get my motorcycle completely clean. But it was funny, it's because we used to wear the open face helmets, and when I took off my goggles, my face was clear right here, and I had specks of crap all over me like this. So that was the funniest thing that has ever happened to me. All right, let's see. Seems like Romeo is back. All right. Hey, Blast. All right, Romania. Awesome. Oh, Blast Off. Thanks, man. Oh, you're awesome, dude. It is funny. It's sad. So I actually had a crappy day. Uh, Nowadays, I can say that reverse go, I am the supervisor. That's pretty cool. I have people say, I want to talk to your supervisor. Like, I am the supervisor. It's a whiz. It's a whiz rope. Gameology here? Oh my gosh. A new show with Chris will be posted in 2 to 3 hours on his channel. It's called Experts Talk. Okay. I'll be interested to watch this video as well, guys. That is awesome. All right. Okay, guys, we were down to our last couple of seconds. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everyone joining me this morning. I can't believe the amount of questions that we had. Man, you guys kept me talking the whole entire time. That was a lot of questions. Mark, man, some really good, deep questions. Thank you. Thank you to all of the members. Unfortunately, I do not have my YouTube screen up to tell me who has joined our membership. We did get another membership today. So next SWAT 4 video that drops next Friday, I will be doing a shout out to all the members from the YouTube channel. So just bear with me. And for those of you that are current members that are watching this now or later, your perks are coming this week. We're going to be having some cool behind the scenes photos as well as videos. And keep looking at Discord, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of updates on Discord. We're trying to get more members into Discord because it's just a better way for me to interact with you on a daily basis. I'm in and out of Discord 7 days a week. Ask Fox, Blast Off, they all know it. Shuriken, gosh, all the names are out there that know that I'm on Discord a lot. We're gonna also be uploading some Discord only content, some short videos. Those are coming too, which I just did one the other day on. I did a opening of some Magic the Gathering cards. So all of that stuff is coming. So you got to bounce back and forth. YouTube and Discord, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube and Discord. Those are going to be the two platforms. If you want more of me like this, definitely jump on over to Discord because the questions never stop there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. And once again, because of COVID-19, you're on lockdown, but you can come here to this channel and I will keep providing you the content that you want and deserve. There's a suggestion channel on Discord. Throw a lot of your suggestions on there because Fox and I are going through them. And we are going to come up with different videos as well as different live events. Okay? Let's see here. Okay, once again, everybody, thank you. I can't believe we had this many people. That's it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Chris the Cop saying thank you for all of your support. Because without you, we would not be over 10,000K followers. All right. Alfredo. Now, you're one of the people that is helping with my channel too. Thanks, Gameology, as well. Big shout out to Gameology. Thank you, Gameology. Without you, I wouldn't be here. It's with your support and your guidance that you have helped me with my channel. And I appreciate our partnership that we have together. Love working with you guys. Lots of love. And M7 Productions, thank you for those CD keys. We're going to be giving those out. We're going to be doing some gameplay. And any other gaming people that would like to help us out with this channel, we are here for you. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chris the Cop. I've already said my goodbye. Hey, stay tuned.